cooler weather is coming back with this cold front that's moved through the valley. The cooler weather is kind of lagging behind it, so it's still kind of warm right now, but temperatures are already starting to fall and will cool fairly quickly later this evening and tonight. So clouds will be thickening up. There could be some sprinkles or a little bit of drizzle, especially going through tonight and Thursday across the area. And temperatures tomorrow, once we bottom out in the 50s tonight, may have a tough time getting out of the 50s tomorrow. I think a lot of areas may kind of hang in the upper 50s most of the day. So a little cooler Thursday, well, maybe a lot cooler Thursday, and some of that cool weather may continue into Friday before it does warm up in time for the weekend again. Temperatures right now, you see we're still at 80 in McAllen, 70 in Harlingen and in Raymondville, and 75 in Edinburgh. These temperatures will be cooling into the 60s here by sunset, and then probably in the 50s by late this evening or toward midnight. So it will be a much cooler evening if you're headed outdoors for a little walk or run this evening. And it's pretty dry right now in most areas, but there's a little bit of rain around, but there could be some drizzle at times, mainly throughout the night. See, the cold front has moved through, the cooler air kind of lagging behind, like I said, a bit, but also the sun was out for a while too. Where it's been cooler and cloudier to the north, you see it's still 55 in Corpus Christi, only 48 in San Antonio, and that cool weather is moving south, even 40 in San Angelo. So we're not going to get the 40-degree stuff, but like I said, temperatures probably hanging in the 50s pretty much all day here tomorrow, depending on the amount of drizzle that falls. This evening, temperatures in the 60s at 7 p.m., falling into the low 60s at 9 o'clock, and probably around 58 by 11 o'clock with some spotty drizzle, a little bit of sprinkles around, and that is possible off and on in some areas, especially the lower areas of the valley over Cameron and Wilson counties through this evening, tonight, and tomorrow. You can kind of see the front roll through on the satellite a bit here, right there, a little bit of a front rolling through. Actually, it has some of the clouds ahead of the front, but the front right behind it, basically right, see it right there. There we go. That's the front. The little patch of moisture right there along the front, creating some green on the radar. So the front is south of the valley, but I said the cool air is kind of just staying a little bit behind. There have been some sprinkles around and a little bit of light rain at the coast around Port Isabel and South Padre Island. So there's some light rain coming down there, but some of this stuff will likely spread inland and increase in coverage tonight. And even tomorrow is a day when it should be pretty cloudy and cool. Temperatures start in the 50s in the morning, probably stay in the 50s all day, about 56 by noon, and temperatures at 59 by 5 p.m. with some spotty drizzle at times by then. Here it is on Future Track. You see the green indicating some drizzle and light rain increasing this evening and tonight. Again, not heavy stuff, but kind of the stuff that, if you're out for a while, you may get a little wet. And then tomorrow, still some spotty drizzle around, but you notice the clouds, the gray stuff on there, it doesn't go away. It stays cloudy all day tomorrow, and that's likely to keep temperatures in the 50s all day. In most areas, maybe near 60 degrees. Friday is kind of a tricky day because if the drizzle dries up a bit, we may get back into about the 60s, but that's about it. I think upper 50s and lower 60s in many areas majority of the day, and then temperatures start to warm up by the weekend. So the first 1570 forecast, 59 tomorrow, and then 65 on Friday. That might be a little optimistic in some areas. Again, if we get some drizzle around, it may be a little cooler than that. 79 on Veterans Day on Saturday, and then back in the 80s on Sunday. Rain chances don't totally go away. I think we're looking at not much rain, but maybe a couple of light rain showers popping up really somewhere anytime Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, but rain chances about 20 or 30% at the most. But then we do get back into the 80s everywhere next week. So we'll continue to track the cool weather coming tonight in your first 1-5 forecast. Carrie?